things about themselves. He brought down rulers from their thrones and raised up the humble people. He filled the hungry with good things, but he sent the rich away with nothing. God has helped Israel, the people he chose to serve him. He did not forget his promise to give us his mercy. He has done what he promised to our ancestors, to Abraham and his children forever. After receiving word from the angels that she was pregnant, Mary was at first a bit distraught. Predicted to be around the age of 13 to 15, this young girl had no clue how in the world she could be pregnant, because she was a virgin after all. Upon learning that her conception came from the Holy Spirit, Mary was still worried that her husband-to-be would find out and publicly disgrace her. However, Joseph received word from an angel and decided to stay faithful to God's plan, truly relying on God and his faith, as the Messiah would be proclaimed.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lord. Mary, did you know?
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the Church of the Name so long unknown. We're going to look at getting your faith right for the Christmas season. We're going to start by looking at Mary. So Mary is about 15 years old, a virgin, and pregnant. That's kind of hard to convince your husband, or own husband-to-be, and so, that's hard enough to convince your parents, But anyway, that's beside the point. So, she was probably she faced a lot of, trials and probably hatred for, she's a woman soon to be married and she's pregnant without ever having sex. How that works, no one knows. But in this case, obviously it was a gift of the Holy Spirit that brought the pregnancy upon her. And she was hesitant at first, but then she trusted God that, he would guide her through this. And so Mary had faith in God that, even after everything she was going to experience with hatred and criticism, that she would be, that he had chosen her as the one to carry this child. Then from here we look at Joseph. Now, obviously, Joseph was probably a little skeptical as to how his soon-to-be wife or wife was pregnant and they had never conceived a child together. That probably didn't make him too happy, I would assume. I know I wouldn't be happy. But, so, he was very doubtful at first, like just assuming that Mary had cheated on him and all this kind of stuff, until finally something miraculous happens to him and an angel has to come to him to tell him that this is a gift from this gift is the Holy Spirit, which has impregnated Mary, and she will be giving birth to the Messiah. And so, my point I want to make from all this is that, something miraculous shouldn't have to happen for us to follow Jesus and have faith in him all the time. Like an angel coming to see Joseph is what it took to convince him that this is all a plan of God. And for us, a lot of times, we just wait for something terrible or something great to happen before we give God credit for it, or we look to Him for help. But we should be looking at Him to Him all the time, and having our faith strong and grounded in Him.
I need you to soften my heart and break me apart, and I need you to open my eyes to see that you're shaping my life. And all I am, I surrender. Give me faith to trust what you say, that you're good, that your love is great. Whoa, I'm broken inside, I give you my life. I may be weak, your spirit strong in me. My flesh may fail, my God, you never will. I may be weak, your spirit strong in me. My flesh may fail, my God, you